Welcome to the Hasn't Been 3 Days podcast with your hosts Justin and BJ. We talk about 3-day-old news, sports, and whatever else we want to talk about. You, the MVP listener, you listen in, you laugh, you might cry, you enjoy our takes, you hate on our takes, whatever it is you want to do. You can reach us and let us know about what you think about our takes by emailing us at the email box, number 3dayoldpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to start where we ended last week since it was at the end of our show, and we don't know how many people actually listen clear to the end of the show. But there is a new event happening with 3-Day-Old Podcast. If you can create the best AI-created theme song for our podcast and send it to us in the email box, we will send you a prize.
Are we looking for somebody to create something that like is actually produced, it's got music behind it, all that, or just lyrics only, or both?
I want the whole song, because everybody talks about how AI is this greatest thing since sliced bread and Betty White. And I'm just saying, let's just put them to the
Betty
test.
White was
it's got to
older
be the
than sliced bread.
whole thing. She was older than sliced bread, yep.
Yeah, 100%. So, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, AI music producers out there, let's go.
Yep, let's do it. Send us your best Chat GPT or Clarion or Smokehouse.
How many can you name right now?
That I don't.
Did you just say Smokehouse like you knew that?
I made it up. I don't know.
Oh.
I made it up. So, speaking of, be ready. Get the soundbite ready. You didn't
I don't know what soundbite we're gonna do. Which one?
So
I don't know if that's the one you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
This old guy who had been single a while went to bed one night. And he said, "Hey, Siri, why am I so bad with women?" Siri responded, "I'm Alexa, you moron."
So we're just going to start with jokes right away, huh?
Well, it was just sitting there and it got brought up, so that's right.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, well, I got one. I got a really bad one. I got a really bad joke. How does a colorblind person read the word Colorado?
Adieu.
Oh my gosh, so stupid. All right. This will kind of segue into something that I need errors and omissions for, by the way. Told my wife I got bit by a wolf. She said, "Where?" I said, "Nah, just a regular one." Okay. Errors and omissions. You know what I forgot to talk about? It's a good thing my wife hasn't caught up on podcast yet. But Becky and I celebrated 25 years.
We did talk about it a little bit before.
We talked about going, but
yeah.
What? Yeah, so Becky and I celebrated 25 years of
congratulations
marriage bliss. Hey, thank you. I don't have any
shot.
I thought it was this one. No,
that's what one of the three pastors you had thought was going to happen. That's what he was doing during your wedding.
True. It was your dad too.
No, he wasn't laughing at you. Who was that guy? What was his name? Howard Schellenberger.
Yes, we had Schellenberger at my wedding. We're like, let's bring the old Miami and Oklahoma coach to Harold. Judy and Harold
Stratton.
There we go.
Stratton.
Got it.
Is he still this side of heaven?
To my knowledge, yes. Actually, I think Brian Smith was their pastor. Or
in Loveland?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I think so. Or it was the
I think you're right. I remember hearing that.
Yeah. So like small, not really small world, but yes. I'm pretty sure they are. I haven't heard any differently, but I don't know if it's been 3 days yet. So,
well, just since you mentioned him, Brian Smith has retired from the ministry. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to him.
Yeah.
And his family. All of them.
All of them.
Yeah,
that's good.
One of them on social media nowadays, but so yeah.
Does their youngest still live in Lincoln?
Which one's their youngest?
Lindsay.
I don't know. I don't know that answer.
Okay.
Alicia, I believe, still lives.
Nope, not Alicia.
No, I said Leisha. I said Leisha.
Oh, it sounded like you said Alicia.
A girl named Leisha. Alicia, see? Alicia, see? No, it's Leisha. No, I know. They're all L's.
All L's. And Logan. Let's not leave him out.
Let's not. Shout out to Logan. Do you think he listens to our podcast?
No, I don't think any of them do, actually.
I should text him and be like, here, listen to this. You got a shout out. Anyways, so how was your last week, Ben? How'd things go for you?
My name is Benjamin, Ben for short for some people.
But that's random.
You said, how's your last week been?
Oh. Yes,
comma,
you're
Ben.
Right. Yeah.
Or Ben,
I forget.
B-E-N.
I forget what kind of... You're not in a mood, but I can just sense that you're just going to be all these comments and jokes.
Wow. I got it.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm picking up on it now. I just got to watch what I say.
The cat is throwing down.
I mean,
hey, speaking of cats. There's this guy I was talking to somebody about the old Colorado Rockies.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but when you said cat, it made me think of the big cat. Do you know who the big cat was?
Andres Galarraga?
Andres Galarraga, that's right.
Is that how you say it? Yeah.
Yep.
Who
did he play for before the expansion draft?
Expos.
Okay. Who did he play for after the Rockies?
I don't know that answer.
You should. It's your team.
Oh, he played for... Oh, yeah, Braves?
I think it was the Braves. I think he was after Fred McGriffey.
Really?
I could be way wrong, but why am I'm picturing him in an Atlanta Braves uniform.
I don't know. You're going to have to Google it.
Okay. Next week on the podcast.
Next on the podcast, we'll have Andres Galarraga, and he'll tell us what teams he's a part of.
I'll look it up. What did you do this last week?
Not much. Took it easy. I played golf in 110-degree heat index.
Dang.
Yeah, well, I committed to it. It got hot. I stayed loose. That's for sure.
Good.
Shot decently. But other than that, really, the kids were at camp all week last week, and so kind of Becky and I just kind of hung out, did volunteering. We were watching another dog. It's the one that kept on bothering me during the podcast. And then, just kind of hung out. It rained. It got really weird weather around here. We dipped down in the 70s and not feels like weather, but is currently over 105 degrees right now outside. So it's stupid.
Wow.
Yeah. So other than that, just worked and.
Well, that's good. That's good that you got to work hard, play hard.
Tried to. But.
Just for errors and omissions, Andres Galarraga played for the Colorado Rockies and then to the Atlanta Braves and finished up with a stint with the Angels in 2004 was his last season.
2004?
Yeah, and he went from the Braves to the Rangers and the Giants, and then was finished in Anaheim
What was that guy's name that literally played for like 24 years? Oh man, what was his name? I thought maybe you'd know this right off the top of your head. He played for like every team. It seemed like he even played. I remember him being on the Braves. Even I think he played for like the longest modern stint of MLB.
I'll find out.
Man, he was jacked. Like he just.
Who are you? Are you thinking of a pitcher or a player?
Oh, hitter. I think he DH'd. I think he was just strictly DH. I don't remember his name. My brother would probably remember. There's probably
Edwin Jackson played for the most franchises in MLB history. He played for 14 different teams.
What about like the longest MLB
the longest
player?
MLB, the player who's played the most years,
seasons.
the most seasons?
Yeah, I don't know if they're consecutive though.
For the most seasons in the MLB, it would be, drum roll please, Nolan Ryan.
No, non-pitcher.
But I'm just telling you, Nolan Ryan played 27 seasons.
Yeah. Dude, he beat up Robin Ventura too.
Yeah, I did.
He punched his face.
Let's go non-pitcher.
I don't remember his name now. I don't know why. We should be better at this.
Ricky Henderson, Omar Vizquel.
No, man.
They both played 25 and 24 seasons. Cap Anson played 27 seasons from 1871 to 1897.
Maybe this is a Mandela effect.
Deacon McGuire played 26 seasons. But Ricky Henderson is modern era at 25 seasons.
I thought there was another guy.
Are you thinking of Ruben Sierra?
No.
Are you thinking of...
Good call. Good poll.
Who was the other guy that was in the steroid era? But he was kind of...
I think we're...
Yeah. This is dead air. Nobody cares.
Okay. We move on.
Okay.
What are we going to talk about?
Hey.
No, you're good. Hey, I got a funny news story. So New Bedford Museum, New Bedford's Whaling Museum has a funny claim to fame. You want to guess what their claim to fame is?
I don't know.
Being the worst aquarium ever.
Oh my.
Somebody left someone left a 1-star review on their website that said worst aquarium ever. So, jumping on the moment, they decided to make shirts that say 1-star review, worst aquarium ever, New Bedford Whaling Museum. And they like sell out. I don't even know. I don't think the article talks about how many they sold, but I did see the article. They did. They can be claimed the worst aquarium ever. I mean, they do have a fish tank in the museum somewhere, but yeah. But you can go. I don't know. People, what do you expect when you go to a whaling museum? Like, you're not.
They have a whale in the fish tank.
You're not gonna see. You don't get an opportunity to reenact. This is whaling's been outlawed for hundreds of years.
At least as long as Nolan Ryan's career.
At least 27 years. But yeah. So, yeah, interesting. I just the opportunity to jump on something like that is really smart. And their shirts are just a very basic 1-star review, really big across the chest, and then down the side just says New Bedford Whaling Museum. So anybody who's out on the I don't even know where, out that way,
New Bedford,
New Bedford,
yeah.
If you're in the New Bedford, on the East Coast. What did I say?
New Medford.
Oh, Bedford, Medford, tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
But
Cool. Well, I'll
yeah.
have
So
to
you
check that
could,
out next time I'm in New Bedford.
yes, Massachusetts. If
Yeah, I figured it
you can
was
go
out
through.
east.
You
It was
you can go
Whaling.
through. Oh, you just assume that?
Well, it's got to be somewhere where there's an ocean. So it's either
How do you know it's not over on the Oregon coast
because
or
we are a
Washington
bunch of
coast?
tree huggers out here, so we don't kill our whales.
Oh, you. One of my favorite videos. I've said this to you before. I've said this video
Yeah,
before. I don't. It
yeah,
was like in the '80s, wasn't it? Or early
yeah,
'90s.
or early '90s. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh! When they videotaped a whale beached itself, right? Died. They were trying to figure out how to get rid of it, so they're like, "Let's throw a bunch of dynamite in it,"
Dynamite.
and they blew in the video's great. I mean, people are probably just the onlookers are like, "This is gonna be awesome," and then you get just whale guts everywhere. Oh my gosh, that would be.
That's insane.
Can you imagine that happening
No, but
now?
it did. It's got to be on. It's got to be true if it was on a reel. Just like everything on
I don't
Instagram
think
has
I
to be
saw.
true, right?
I don't think that's no, no. I actually think I saw the actual article about it. I
Why do you
think.
think? Why do you think we give so much credit to things that we see? This goes back to the shake our fist at the cloud moment about like what AI is doing and how we don't know what's real and what's fake, and but yet then we claim everything is factual. And I mean, the internet is doing a disservice to us
Well,
with all of that stuff right now.
I
You
have
know
a
what I'm
problem.
saying?
Yeah. Well, I have a problem with like images or articles. Well, not so much art. Well, now articles because you can AI a whole article, but
Yeah.
just reading something, especially on like X or Twitter, just reading, you have to like fact check it 19,000 times in different places. And then you find out that, nope, doesn't really exist. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so Oregon, you mentioned a bunch of tree huggers. Do you guys have controversy about like data centers being built out there?
There's controversy, but they're going up everywhere, and
Yeah.
so it affected my wife's family firsthand because one of the new data center technology areas is going in where one of their like my father-in-law's family home was at, and they
Okay.
basically this company came in and bought everything and then they just demolished it, and so they could put in these big data centers. Kind of ironic in that is that I mean he didn't do it when he was working in his career, but my father-in-law worked for Intel in
Okay. Yeah.
computer engineering and stuff. So, but just sad. It's sad how much it's taking over in so many places and destroying things like that for memory. I know that I'm only speaking from my family's sake, but I'm sure that are not the only family that's been overtaken by data centers.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was watching a news. I don't know what channel it was or if it was online or whatever, but they were talking to people down in Texas. They're going up everywhere in Texas, and they're depleting. Well, it's becoming big in Nebraska because they want to dig into the aquifer. Aquifer?
What
Aquafor.
do they want to aqua for that?
Ah, the fresh water, man. Um, so they can water their building. But it's crazy that it's big because they want to get into that. All these water ways are getting dried up, but all these companies are using them now, right? Like, I mean, the big like Amazon and all of them are currently turning it on and been using it for a while. But look at healthcare. I sat through presentations the last couple of weeks at work, and all their talk is AI this and AI that for healthcare related things. I mean, insurance companies are using it for doing auto and home claims now, and just
how long before your job is done through AI and you don't have a job?
from a billing standpoint and insurance. I mean, a lot of stuff can be automated, yeah, but I don't know. I honestly thought there would be more integration of that stuff, but a lot of the stuff that we do is keeping payers accountable for their behavior about reimbursements and paying things correctly. So that can't really be done through an AI model. Talking. I mean, fortunately, we still talking to people actually can make a difference. But I also know that talking to people at some insurance companies, it's like literally talking to the wall because they don't get taught anything. They don't know anything. The first level customer service is hot garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I can see the workforce for stuff like that, depending on how big your organization is. But I mean, I got friends who work at State Farm, and we have connections to other people at State Farm in different areas, and it's pretty much taken over everything. It's close. I mean, they're writing policies and doing these things that taking agents' jobs away. Agents, their whole structure of things are changing. Maybe not every insurance company. I can just kind of talk publicly, talk about what's been in the public, but State Farm is really changing things like big time. So
yeah, and that's all cyclical. I mean, every industry has to go through change. I mean, the reality of it is we're never going to get rid of insurance because we can't. So, I mean, I was talking to somebody just this week about the fact that it's never going away. Everything's going to be changing, and everything has changed. I mean, nothing that was first invented has probably stayed the same, right? I mean, everything's been improved upon or changed or tweaked or adapted, and since it was invented, and that's just never going to change. Like, it's always going to be something.
Yeah. Except for expiration dates.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I don't know. I read an article, or I read something that there was talks that they were going to, that the FDA, I would have to look this up real quick too while we're talking, but the FDA was going to cut food waste. They were going to go and make adjustments to certain expiration dates and make the suggestion that your stuff is good until it starts smelling bad. So
instead of a use by date or freeze by date, it's going to be a smell by date. Smell. Yeah. If it smells like dirty socks, then don't eat it.
They're going to come out with a pyramid that tells you what stuff to do in it.
It's the expiration food chart.
But there was talks that I don't know if it was a state that started the conversation, but like certain things like milk. I'm a stickler about milk. If it's got some type of just a tint of smelly bad, I won't drink it. Like, that's where I draw the line. But there are other things like, like canned foods. There are canned foods that I've unfortunately found in the back of our things. I'm like, this has got to still be good, right? And
that's usually what you take to the new pastor's food pounding, isn't it?
Is it food pounding?
So we had to do that. We had to do that one time. Like, actually tell our people. I can't remember. I must have been on staff, or I don't remember what it was, but it was like, or somebody told me when we moved there, and we announced, don't give the pastor your expired stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's been the thing. You get this food pounding, and they're so generous, and they give you all this canned food and stuff, and you get home and you start putting it in the pantry, and you're like, this was expired 6 years ago. Like, why did they give us this?
It's just like, here, this is how much we love you.
Here's some Spam from before Hawaii was a state.
Have you ever eaten Spam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually like it?
My dad liked to fry up Spam,
Okay.
So and my daughter, we were just talking about this because one of my new favorite foods is like Hawaiian barbecue food.
Oh.
And so we have some really good Hawaiian food places around here. And
Is there one in Salem? Like a little hut
yeah,
one?
there's a couple. That one is a
truck.
chain. Yeah.
Oh, that okay.
But yeah, they're all over the place. And so we went to eat there a couple weeks ago, and not the one you're talking about, but a different one that we like. And my daughter was like, "Hey, Dad, let's get this spam sushi." And I'm like, "What? You like spam?" She's like, "Yeah, Grandpa used to make it for us." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he made it for us too." So,
I remember when Nate was a spam box. Nate was spam for Halloween one year.
that's true. I do remember
that story. You remember my sister pushing him over?
No.
That part of the story? I think he went trick or treating with them, and then I think her and her friends like pushed him over, and then he was
doesn't surprise me.
He was just a guy in a box, just with his arms and feet flailing around. He can't get up.
What was your best Halloween costume you were ever?
Freddy Krueger. Makeup and all. My dad used to do my face, like the whole makeup on my face to make me look like Freddy Krueger. I had the glove with the knives on it before Wolverine.
Okay.
I think I even had the sweater that was like all beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
I was that for a very long time, or a few years. What about you? What was your favorite Halloween costume?
I was the Energizer Bunny one year.
So just a bunny that carried around a battery?
Yeah.
Or did you put a battery on your back?
No. We got some pink sweats and a pink sweatshirt, and put some bunny ears on, and my mom painted my face. And then we had this little drum that we put on the front that I carried.
Okay.
Around. Yeah.
This was like, what, 3 years ago or so?
2.5.
Yeah, 2. All right.
I was like 25, and I went to the nursing home to get candy, where all of I thought I was like, this isn't candy. These are like peanuts. And they're like, well, we sucked all the chocolate off.
Oh, jeez. You're disgusting. Oh, my gosh. What did you, that's your most memorable, most favorite Halloween costume, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like Halloween, so we didn't really do Halloween a whole lot.
Oh. It's because you're a Christian. That's why.
Yep. I was a pastor's kid.
Sure.
Although when we started doing trunk or treat as a pastor and with your church, and you start doing these kind of things, and so my ex-wife, we had to dress up and do themed. She liked the whole theme things where we were all dressed up together. And
dude, no way. No, thank you.
One year we did The Incredibles. And so we had the kids dressed up as the different Incredibles. And the first year we moved out to Pittsfield, the first time, I don't know why we did this, but we had to dress up. We just moved from Kansas. And so our theme was we all dressed up as different characters from The Wizard of Oz. And everybody thought that was so cute. I'm like, this is like totally cliche. Hey, we're from Kansas. So I was the Tin Man that had no heart.
Oh.
Isn't the Tin Man didn't have a heart, or did he not have a brain? No, he didn't have a heart.
He didn't have a heart. Yeah, because he's literally 10. But he also wouldn't have a brain either. Do you think the Tin Man was just all the people in the one?
Yeah. And Michael Jackson from the Thriller video.
And Michael Jackson? Oh my gosh, you're so random.
Speaking of random.
Yeah, let's talk about Jimothy. Do you know anything about Jimothy?
No.
You don't know anything about what's going on in the Seattle Ballard neighborhood? You never?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't seen this. This internet famous raccoon. That's
Don't get me started on these wild animals. Shake your fist at the cloud moment. Here we go. You had your warning. You know something I want to see in the wild, in their
what's
natural
that?
habitat?
What's
Forget
that?
Jimothy, okay?
You don't even know what Jimothy is.
You just said it's a raccoon in Seattle. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's got a problem. I'll tell you real quick, and then you can get on your rant.
Okay.
He's like a very compressed appearance because the poor dude has short spine syndrome. And so you should look up the pictures of this. It's real. I'm surprised you haven't seen this yet. So Jimothy, poor Jimothy, is running around. People are like videotaping him. The dude's got short spine syndrome. We're all just having fun with him, and yeah, I'm surprised you haven't heard about this. Not that you live in Seattle, but it's that way. So, what about poor guy, right? Go down the rabbit hole. Look at all the short spine syndrome dogs and stuff. You'll adopt every single one of them. Anyways, what about the wild? What do you not like about the wild?
So here's the thing. So in our area, in our neck of the woods, pun intended, we have this bear that's roaming around
in McMinnville.
No. If it was, I would make sure that I never stayed inside. So here's the thing. Like, I've made it very clear to the people that are in my inner circle that one of the things that I'm missing out on in life is I want to see a bear in the wild. Like, I've seen bears at the zoo. I've heard a bear in the wild. We were in a tent camping, and the bear got into our campsite, but we stayed in the tent so that the bear would eat us.
Dude, I had that happen to me when I was 8.
Yeah, I don't remember how old I was, but it was probably closer to 12 or 13. But
I think we were camping of all places. I think we were in Oregon or Washington.
Wow. It's probably the same bear.
It's probably the same bear.
Stupid bear.
Was he wearing a name tag?
These probably Jimothy the bear.
Jimothy, short spine syndrome bear.
So,
anyways,
like I've been talking about this. Like, I want to see this bear. I want to see this bear. And some of our family's been like, yeah, the wildlife is crazy because, like, I saw these people post that they went to Yellowstone and they saw this bear like was right next to their car, and I'm
that's what you were talking about.
Then you see these videos like, I want to pet that dog. I want to. And so then I start seeing these pictures, like there's this bear that's roaming around like Dundee and Newburgh, and then I found out it was up by my in-laws' house up in the Hillsborough area. I'm like, why can't this bear come where I can see it? Like, we went and drove to Newburgh one night when this Newburgh Facebook page said, oh, the bear's been spotted again. I'm like, what the heck? So we drove to Newburgh to go try to see this bear. It's probably the same night we went to go eat the Hawaiian food because that's where the Hawaiian restaurant is. Yeah.
Okay. We'll get
I want to see a bear in the wild.
Like, what type of bear?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Any bear.
Any bear?
Yogi Bear. Hey, boo boo. I know we gonna get a picnic basket.
What is going on? Any bear, huh?
All right. Any bear.
So that's your number one list, the wild. You want to see
wild. In their element. I want to see a bear
at the zoo.
Their element. And I would love to see it. Like, these pictures, like, I'm happy for them. I'm not jealous or coveting like, oh, I want to see it so you can't. No, I'm like, good for you. You got to go to Yellowstone and see this bear, and your kid's like, I want to pet the bear. No.
I want to pet that dog.
But I want to pet that dog.
That's a good video, by the way.
It is a good video. So I'm like, why can't I see a bear?
It's not really a shake your fist moment at the clouds or anything.
Well, as you can tell, I get pretty worked up about this because this bear is
so. Woohoo! Who's laughing now? Shut up.
Yeah, I'll shut up now.
No, you don't need to shut up. Yeah. So that's your number one.
Maybe
bear.
close to number one.
You know what the number one rule is about bears, right?
What?
Just don't be the slowest.
Don't be the slowest. I do know that rule, yeah.
Don't be the slowest.
Growing up in the mountains of Colorado area, we didn't grow up in the mountains, but we were in the mountains a lot. And that's a number one rule is like you
just be
just
faster than the person next to you.
And don't run uphill because bears are way faster running uphill. If you can get them running downhill, then you just stop. They go rolling by you. It's like bear bowling. Boom, 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 boom.
Bear bowling.
So I've heard. I've never seen one, so I don't know if it's true or not.
You never seen a
bear?
But
it's probably on Instagram, so it's probably true.
Well, you've said it. If your phone's near you, you've said it, so you're going to have like 19 videos of it.
Yeah, it's probably true.
So you'd rather see what about a moose?
I've seen a moose.
Have you ever hung your jacket on a moose's antlers?
No.
Oh.
No.
There was a video. What old person just got flipped over by an animal in Yosemite?
That was an elk.
Oh, no, it was bison. It was a bison.
Oh, bison. It was a bison. Yeah. I don't know that. I bet that was AI.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't think so.
No,
that dude did.
But he got thrown.
That's not how you want to.
But to run around in a circle like twice and this bison kept following you, I think you would lose the bison.
Dude, but the dude was like 68 years old. How fast do you think he was running?
Well, I know, but he was doing the right thing by kind of going in the trees and stuff, but why'd run the same route?
Bison was going through the trees. Right. It didn't matter. It was like those trees didn't matter, but it was already
nasty big. Those things are huge.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with those. But a 68-year-old did. He got thrown higher than the trees, and
so I'm talking about these bears, and we're talking about moose and elk and bison and stuff. And my friend Chris is probably listening this week, and he's rolling his eyes and laughing at me. But because they have to have special trash cans in Estes Park for the bears.
Makes sense, yeah.
And I have always said
they don't get polar bears there.
No, probably not. But I've always said that Estes Park is where, like, God's creation and civilization intersect because you have to like stop your car to let the elk cross the street, and they haven't trained them quite yet to use the elk crossing walk,
kind of like they do for deer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I saw 2 baby Bambi deers the other night. Deer, not deers. Yeah.
Bambi deers?
Deer.
Just like fawns, like little
baby ones, yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Almost hit them.
Oh.
Isn't every baby deer a Bambi?
I think
Didn't you watch the movie Bambi?
I was actually wondering what the actual definition to a baby deer is.
You were right. Fawn.
It's fawn.
Fawn, yeah.
But yes, Bambi is better because that's what we all know.
The Bambi fawn. Yeah. But they were two
You almost killed them.
2 little guys came out right on the road we live off of.
So you almost killed baby Bambis.
No, I wasn't close, but
I was close to killing a bald eagle. So.
Oh yeah, tell that story.
I thought I told that story
on the podcast?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know if it makes it
we were talking. I think we were talking about it because we talked about what we would do if that was the case, if we'd be arrested or not.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was 5:00 in the morning. Roadkill in the middle of the road. There's bald eagle's nest. I thought I said all this on the podcast. If not,
I don't think so. I think you called me and told me about it because I was like, yes, I was just talking about this because I would want to find somebody who would want to stay under the radar and taxidermy that thing and hang it up in an office.
Yeah. It was 5:50 in the morning. Beautiful morning out. Sun coming right over the trees. Painting the picture. Sun right over the trees. Fresh roadkill in the road.
Get a little bit more red on your brush.
Yeah. Okay, Bob Ross. But out of the corner of my eye, I see this giant winged bird, and I'm like, that's that bald eagle, because they have a bald eagle's nest over in the golf course nearby. And yeah, it swooped down. It swooped down to pick up that roadkill, and my car met it about the same time, next to it, not over it, and the bald eagle come flying right over my windshield. I could see its talons, its beak, and then I asked my boss when I got to work, I said, would you have gotten me out of jail if I went to jail? So she likes me enough that she would have. So that was nice. Yeah. My family even said they'd get me out.
Well, there you go.
So we're still, I mean, I didn't do it. I wouldn't have done it on purpose, but I wonder if I would have been investigated to find out if I had tried to kill that eagle. But anyways.
Probably so.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you have called 911 or the non-emergency line? If you hit it?
Probably would have called.
Well, we already know your answer. You would have taxidermy it, so you would have picked it up and drove off. BJ's driving and holding the eagle outside the window. Leave me alone.
Fly like an eagle.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, you were talking about Chris and deer. Oh yeah, special stuff in Estes.
Yeah, we were up there for one of the years that I went on the golf trip with him, and we went to dinner that night, and we went to dinner at the barbecue place that's at the golf course, and so we're driving back out of the golf course area at Estes Park, and so if you've ever been there, you know there's a little bit of a drive through the golf course to get out to the main road again, and there was all these cars stopped off of the driving range area, or across from the driving range, and so Chris is like, "Oh, did you guys want to stop too?" And so we get out, and I said, "What are they looking at?" I didn't know where everybody was going.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, there's a big old herd of elk over there," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we're standing off the road, but we're out of the car, and it's like we've seen elk before. It's not a big deal, whatever. And I mean, it's cool how many there are there, but this tourist keeps getting closer because they're trying to get a picture, like a close-up of this elk, and so it's like 3 bulls with 35 cows around them. So I mean, there's a ton of elk over in this in this fairway, and Chris is like, "Nope, I wouldn't go any closer. I wouldn't go any closer. I wouldn't go any closer." He's like, "These people are just not smart."
Asking for it.
Yep.
I remember when we went through Rocky Mountain National Park when we were in Estes, we were pretty close to some elk.
Did you see a bear?
I don't remember. I don't think we saw a bear, no. Elk is the most popular thing. I think we'd have to... I don't remember seeing a bear. But I remember, like, pulling our car over as people kept on driving closer and closer, because it's like, no, you just stay put. They'll come right through your car.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to hit one of those. So, but, I haven't been up to the mountains. Our family used to live in Colorado Springs, or they still live in Colorado Springs, but the house that they lived in was at the base of one of the mountain ranges or whatever, and you couldn't have gardens.
Yeah.
Unless you had gardens that were completely protected with wires and everything, couldn't eat it. They would eat everything. All the wild deer, elk, just everything would come into your property, and it was cool to get out there and sit up on the deck, and you'd have a whole front yard or backyard full of elk and deer, and as city people, it's cool.
Yeah,
especially
it's cool.
The kids like it. I mean, it's something, especially when they've never seen something like that before. It's always fun to show your kids that. So, but would you ever wrestle an alligator?
I don't really have any desire to do that. No.
Okay. Would you? Even if, no desire. Well, I wouldn't either. I don't even know what the desire would be. What would wrestling an alligator be? Just like getting on their back and duct taping their mouth? Is that wrestling an alligator? I mean,
if you do like they do on the shows and all this stuff, their mouths you're already like, it's kind of like, so I've swam with dolphins before,
Yeah.
And I will swim with dolphins again given the chance. I think that was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. And you go to these resorts or you go to these places where they're at, and then it's kind of what do they call that? A controlled environment, right?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
these wrestling alligators would be the same thing. I mean, you have this controlled environment that their mouths are already rubber banded shut or whatever it is that they are, and then you get on it and you hold it up and you're king of the castle.
King of the castle. Any of your what's it called? When you go on a boat, what's it called? It's to cruise.
Cruises?
Your cruises ever take you to like the Bahamas where you go to Pig Beach and you get to swim with the pigs? You ever heard of this?
I've been to the Bahamas. I haven't done that, no.
Oh, I don't know what part of it is, but there's a beach where you can go swimming with the pigs. It was on I was watching Press Your Luck game show.
Yeah.
The other night. The guy was from Omaha, Nebraska randomly. Haven't watched that show, never watched it up until recently.
Was this a new one or like a rerun?
No, a new one. It was last Wednesday or Thursday night, whatever night it's on.
They've redone Press Your Luck?
Oh, yeah. It's got
cool.
Elizabeth
That's not the point
Banks.
of the story. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, but that one of the trips they gave was like a trip for a family of 4 or an excursion, and it was to this pig beach in Bahamas where you can swim with these pigs.
Oh,
so would
cool.
you do that?
Swim with pigs?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But can pigs even swim?
These pigs can. I mean, they can
fly,
right?
In the Bible, Jesus throws the pigs or commands the pigs to jump off the cliff and they die.
Well, these must have been the ones that jumped off the cliff and landed in the water. And they're good. Yeah.
And they're good.
They've just been floating around. They made it to the Bahamas.
They're good to go, huh?
That reminds me of something as a teenager I said. Illegally at East High, last day of school or something, we were tired of all the traffic, so we drove through the field. And we got stopped by the security. And they said, "Why are you driving through the field?" We're like, "Because everybody's taking forever in the line. We want to get across there." And the officer or whoever he was said, "Well, if everybody else jumped off a bridge, you know what I said? How deep's the water?" One of my proudest moments of my life. So maybe these pigs landed in the perfect spot, and they've just been floating around forever. I don't know how long pigs live for. Probably not that long.
I don't know. Maybe we should Google it.
Are pigs still alive? Or when they were
Ask
casted off?
ChatGPT.
We'll make a pig song. So, I wonder what other things you can swim with, like that are excursions. What other animal would you swim with? What about
I've
walking
swum with a
through...
shark?
Oh, you have?
Inadvertently, yeah.
You took the wrong turn?
About died,
that suggested stop sign in the shark parking lot. You decided not to listen.
That was the snorkeling expedition that almost cost me my life.
Oh my gosh!
That should have been my first sign when my now ex-wife was laughing at me when I'm over there trying to die.
Yeah, probably should have put that in the parentheses. Put it as Exhibit 1A. There's probably things that were higher. What about like elephants? Like, would you ride an elephant if it was walking through water?
I've ridden an elephant before.
In water though?
No. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I would like to. I think it would be cool to Somehow, I know you can't do this, but wouldn't it be cool to like ride a giraffe?
Dude, have you ever seen a video of a? You want something that ruins your day? Watch a video when a giraffe has to sit outside when there's a huge storm coming through, like a hurricane or something.
Why?
Their heads are above everything else, just getting destroyed. If you want something to ruin your life or ruin your day, think about how a giraffe has to get through a thunderstorm. Where do they hide?
I don't know. I'm not a giraffe.
Oh, you should ask one.
Have you? What's the worst kind of storm you've ever been in? We were just
an F. Oh, the worst storm that we've ever been in.
Yeah.
Was what year was it? I'll tell you the year. Hang on, I got pictures of it. The kids and I and Becky took a trip to Dallas. 2019. We visited Dallas. We went to Waco, Texas, and spent time in Dallas. Family trip. We went to Six Flags. Six Flags. We were towards the end of the day, and it got really dark, and it was. They said that a storm was coming in, and they're gonna maybe, if there's too much lightning, they would shut down. They shut down rides, and then I started looking at the forecast, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't look good, Becky. We're not gonna make." We were in line to go on this roller coaster that was like a rafting, like kind of roller coaster, that they sent you up, and then it like, I don't even know how to explain it, but we were in line, and they made an announcement, and the tornado siren started going off.
Oh,
so
man.
We're in Dallas, Texas. We don't know anything, and I said to Becky, I was like, this storm looks like it's not going to come through. And the kids were, 2019. So Brenton was 7, and Bree was, well, they wouldn't have been 7, and they would have been 6 and 9 years old.
6, 7?
6, 7. But it just got really bad. The rain started coming down so fast that it was creating flooding in the area. Mm-hmm. And we were in the lower part at the Six Flags in Dallas. So Becky kind of stayed, or she wasn't running very fast. This is post her back surgeries and all that stuff. So she's
pre back surgeries.
2019? No, that would have been
after.
Yeah, because 17 is when that came back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is
gotcha,
in between.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she was still doing chemo and stuff like that. It was during that time frame. But she wasn't moving very fast. So the kids and I ran. And she said, go, get in the car, get the kids in the car. So Becky's running or hustling as fast as she can. And I look back, and there's like things flying over our heads. Like sheet metals flying.
Wow.
So, and the water's rising, and we rented a Cadillac, like a CT5. It was really low Cadillac, really low profile, super nice car, but not good for when it's flash flooding.
Yeah.
So we got on the interstate, and we're on the interstate, and it's the interstate's flooding. Traffic is going like 10 miles an hour. So it ended up, I don't remember what we did. We stopped and got food or grabbed food and went back to the hotel because the kids were pretty scared. Like, rightfully so. Like, They thought mom, like, I remember Brenton saying, I think mom's going to get picked up by the tornado and lifted. Like, because she was behind us. And so,
yeah,
there was, it was a pretty bad storm. But yeah, I think we drove through and got Chick-fil-A, and then we went back.
That seems like what you should do in the middle of a storm.
Well, so we stayed up in the Frisco, northern part of Dallas. And so this was Six Flags is down in the middle by Arlington, down actually by the stadium. Now where I go for my guys trip when we go watch baseball, it's Six Flags is right there. But we ended up going back, and I told Becky, and we didn't tell the kids this till later, but I went back and I said, Becky, because I checked Twitter and I checked photos of people.
Yeah.
And I was like, Becky, we were just in a tornado. I was like, don't tell the kids. We ended up being in an F1 tornado because they had 2 miles at 95-mile-per-hour winds. It went right over the area that we were at, like literally right through it. Damaged a bunch of homes. Touchdown right in the Arlington, Fort Worth area where we were by Six Flags.
Yeah.
So we didn't return back to Six Flags. I mean, it became a really nice evening, but we didn't go back to Six Flags. But we didn't tell the kids that until later, when they were a little bit older. But yeah, that was the worst storm I think we've ever been in. Personally, been through some hailstorms outside. But I told Brenton about a story about being on the golf course with my dad, and we just hide underneath trees when lightning was around, so that made sense. So, what about you? What's your worst storm?
We were just talking about what?
You probably had some good ones.
Yeah. There's, I tell people this, and they kind of laugh at me, and they don't know what to really say because I'm not a respecter of weather. So growing up in the Midwest, as you know, like when the tornado sirens go off, you go outside and look for it. I mean, you don't take cover.
Why do you think we were still at the park? We should have left a long time ago.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
For sure. Yeah. So when I was a kid, we were on vacation and we were traveling through. I think we were through we were in Kansas somewhere, and we had to stop to get gas because we saw the tornadoes out on the fields. Because in Kansas is so flat, you can watch your dog runs away, you watch it run away for 2 days. So, we could see this tornado.
Joke.
Yeah. Shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
But so that one as a kid, I remember we stopped to get gas, and the lady that was running the gas station said, "You need to go to my trailer park home and go into the shelter." So
trailer park home, yeah, that's gonna be.
The difference is that my sister at the time had chickenpox. And so we couldn't go down into the shelter because she was contagious. And so we sat at the top step of the shelter at the trailer park home for this one. But yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure I was a little bit scared at the time. I was a kid,
Yeah.
But still, I'm not very like weather is weather. There's nothing I can do to control it. So I just don't really get too alarmed. But the worst and the scaredest I was not too long ago. I was in South Carolina when the hurricane came through.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of years ago. And I was supposed to fly out that morning that it was supposed to make landfall in South Carolina. And I'm at Myrtle Beach for a work trip, and this was post-divorce. And so I'm traveling alone, and I don't have anybody that could help me. Like if something bad were to happen, that you talk about feeling so alone and isolated. Travel by yourself after a divorce, it's pretty sad. So
yeah,
I remember I had rented a car, and my hotel was like across town from the airport, and I had to leave my hotel at like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning to get to the airport that morning. And being a kid from the Midwest, you hear tornado sirens all the time, so you know what that means. Well, a hurricane is tornadoes over the water, which is even more insane because then you got the water. Well, in Myrtle Beach, the main road is literally a block from the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I remember where you were because you told me where.
Yeah, I had been traveling this road all week long, and so I knew that just on the other side of these hotels or these shops was the ocean. Mm-hmm. And I got up. It's pitch dark because it's the middle of the night, 3 a.m, 4 a.m, and I get in the Jeep, and I'm driving back to the airport, and I'm trying to bust it because I need to get to the airport. and I want to get ahead of this hurricane, and I hear this tornado sirens going off, and I'm just like, oh my word, what is this going to do? And you can't see anything because I know out my left side is the ocean, and I'm trying to get away from the ocean, and you can't see the water. You don't know how high it is. You don't know what it's doing. So that was probably
you're just not part of. You don't know the terrain. Like you don't know.
No, I don't know where I'm at. Yeah. So that was probably the scariest weather incident I'd ever been in.
I would say driving through a tornado is not very fun. Driving through Texas, same thing. Just I didn't know where I was going.
Yeah.
I was just like, those people don't look like they're going the right way. I'm not going to go that way in my own path. But yeah, that would be I have water is one of the scariest things. Like, people fearful of water being trapped in something, right? Like a car, being trapped in a car and stuff like that. I think that's probably one of the biggest fears for people. Water can be very scary and very pleasant at the same time.
It would be, to me, drowning would be the worst way to die, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%.
And I know people disagree. They're like, oh, being burnt to death would be pretty bad too. I'm like, yeah, probably so. But for me personally, it would be drowning. So water, yeah.
Speaking of drowning, got one more news story.
This episode's about to drown.
Yeah, we're about to finish this episode. I got one last story.
Okay.
This comes from, you mentioned Kansas earlier. So I had a Kansas City story. This guy loved his Mountain Dew so much that he dropped it down a portable toilet, and he got trapped inside of there for 8 hours.
Oh,
trying to get this. Oh my gosh,
man, that stinks.
Jeez, you're done. You're done. I don't. Is there anything that you love so much that you're willing to get stuck 8 hours upside down or into a porta potty?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Cool. You don't have to name it. I just was asking if there was something.
Yeah, my wife. Yep.
It's fair. I think we would say that for our spouses any day. And we'd do it for our kids too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 hours. Mountain Dew. Seriously.
Yeah, that's dumb. Go buy a different one.
It was probably a big gulp or a big slam.
No, it was a Baja Blast.
Which flavor?
Just because it blasted him.
Oh. I see.
Anyway, I did. Yeah, that's really rotten.
That's you're done.
Oh my gosh.
Rotten like, I don't know. I don't got anything. Well, this episode's been brought to you by insert whoever that wants to sponsor the podcast. We have ad reads. Our goal is to have so many sponsors on our podcast that we have an episode of just ad reads with jokes in between.
That would be amazing. Then we could record it and just
play it every week. And every week it's the same ad read. Then, people would be so annoyed.
Yep.
But it would be funny.
It would be. They would get through the episode so fast because they would hit skip through all the commercials.
We don't have ours set up that way.
Oh, well, because we don't have any commercials either.
Oh, yeah. We need to get those. So, all right, man. We've done it.
Is that it?
We've done another Sunday. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
I had a news article, and you said Kansas City, and we got to the
rest
end.
of my tabs. That's fine.
Oh, you had more stuff?
Well, it's good. I'm glad that we're done. It's been a good day.
We talked about animals. This is an animal episode. Started with Jimothy the raccoon that you don't like, the trash panda.
And then, so we had raccoons in our backyard once.
Were they making s'mores?
No, but our dog went crazy, and we had to go get the hose and get the dog to come inside. But we had to
You
spray.
had to hose the dog to get inside?
Yeah, because when she's like insane, and so she hates to be sprayed with the hose, and so but these raccoons would have destroyed her. So
one of the creepiest videos I remember seeing is the people who had like a wooden deck, and these raccoons were underneath it, and they were sticking their hands up in between but it was a bunch of them. So it's like all these hands.
that's
really
funny.
Creepy video.
It
Can you imagine seeing that at night?
Oh man, no.
That would be creepy.
No.
So,
And what's funny is I just helped my son help with his deck, and he's got little. That would be creepy.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, that'd be a funny prank though.
Yeah.
Just get underneath there and put a bunch of raccoon hands through there. All right. Okay, man.
Well, thanks for joining us for another week, another episode. The one where we talk about animals.
The animal episode?
Hey,
Jimothy, in BJ's love-hate relationship with seeing a bear. BJ just wants to hug a bear, people.
Wouldn't that be cool? I bet they're very soft.
They're berry soft?
Very soft.
There you go. All right, we're done. All right, see you later.
See ya.